What's up everybody, part 2, how to melodic techno like Cassian, let's go! Alright guys, so part 2 and we're gonna go through the bass. First, as always, we're gonna have a quick listen to this track. Wow, really good track, huh? Okay, so guys, now I'm going to show you the bass. This is the first bass. Sounds like this. At the first, it's monotonic, only one note. At the end of bar 24, I have minor change. This is the full chords, and it ends C major. I go to this bass and change it the same as it should be, with the full power, with the full chords. And that's how I make this bass interesting before the chords start to change. And now let's go and see how I made this bass. So to be honest, I think this bass is taking it from the Deep House Like Kyoto tutorial and change it a bit. So one saw wave, minus 1 octave, square wave, minus 1 octave. The square wave has 2 voices and not that much volume. This is how the bass sounds like, with no FX, no EQ, no sidechain, nothing. This sounds like this. This is without the square wave, monotonic, and this wave, this oscillator, adds a lot of interest. So this is special because it's stereo, 2 voices. It's in addition to the first one. If this one wasn't exist, like this oscillator was mute, bass will sound really bad. So I need this main oscillator, main bass, mono, 1 voice, and on top of it, just layer it up, whatever you want, okay? So I made this, some distortion, some cutoff, envelope to the cutoff, some EQ on top of it, cut the unnecessary lows, compress it a bit, sidechain, and chorus. Chorus adds a lot. Check this out. This is chorus fully open, without, and with. This adds a lot, but I don't need that much. So like this, that was okay. Just clean it up a bit more. This layer also in addition to the main bass. Before I'm gonna show you this layer, guys, I want you to know that everything that you hear right here, all the stems and all the presets and all the MIDI files, all you can download from the link in the description right here. Make sure to have your copy. So this layer, just kind of an hoover bass, as I've showed you before. Simple hoover bass, just cut a lot the lows, low cut, low cut, low cut. And if you see this, this and this, which is all kind of the same, so you ask why just not take the first EQ and cut a bit more? No, don't do it. You're gonna create more resonances. And I explained it a lot in the Secret Digital course. There is a deep explanation about why not to cut with one EQ more, and it will be benefit for you. It will be much better for you to cut just less, but with more EQs. Make sure to watch it in the Secrets course. Perfect. So next, this bass shot. All the track repeats the same together with this noise effects. That works really good for transitions. Took the preset. Of course, you can have this preset from the stems and preset. Just download it. Link is in the description. And some distortions. Decapitator, Camel Kasha. Psyche, really good EQ. I love it. I love it. Cut the lows, compress the highs, more distortions, more EQ, sidechain, reverb delay, and Shabbat Shalom, as we say in Hebrew. Okay, this is the bass for the breakdown. All the breakdown sounds like this, by the way. Oh, it's not the breakdown, it's the main drop. Okay. So this is the bass on top of this bass shot. As this bass shot is right here, when kick is going off, this bass shot comes in because this creates more impact. Like here, I had this groove with the kick. Now kick is going off, but bass remains. Bass comes in. So this is bass shot. And then build up. And for this a bit the same, but not exactly the same, this drop. Let's see. So, oops. Yeah, delay automation works here. Okay, so this bass layer is the same. The same as was in the intro. But this drop bass is different than this bass. This was the main for the intro, but this is bass for the drop, which also could be like this, or take a sinus with which the sinus, the sine wave, is 1 octave up than the original one, or so. This also can work, 2 voices. All can work, but I decided to keep it like this and add extra harmonic from this bass layer and step bass and this bass shot together with the noise effects. That works good. So this drop bass, the rhythm here is like you don't do it usually. First time I do it, I think just that worked for me. I liked it. It's like 1/8, but just take everything like 1/8 dotted. Okay, so step bass on top of that. Step bass, as I've explained it in previous tutorials, guys. Took like an hoover bass, but made envelope to the cutoff. No envelope, and envelope on. And we have this LFO sent to the cutoff also, which makes it vibrate. That sounds good. Yeah, 2 oscillators, saw wave, the tune. Make sure that octave is different. This is -1, this is 0. Saw wave, 8 voices, also the tune, distortion, cutoff as always. But here, just send envelope to the cutoff and have a lot of decay. Like if you do a small decay, it's gonna sound more like black, but if you do it like big decay, that sounds much more like a stab. Okay, same for the sustain. Sustain can be really low, but it's good to have it. Sustain keeps the filter not fully closed. As long as the note playing, sustain keeps the cutoff a bit open, not fully closed. But when sustain sets to 0, cutoff closes to its minimum point. Minimum value, let's say. Okay, so distortion adds a lot. You can have more distortion on the insert. You can have much more organ work, delay, reverb, and you have a good bass together with the kick. That works good, really, really good. And for the drop, bass is the same, just chords changing. So bass follows the chords, step bass and bass shot not changing, because it comes only at the first of each 4 bars. And you can see that bass note is D and bass shot sets to F extra harmonic, but this could work also if it was on D. Also would work good. But there's just extra harmonic, like you may remember from the Anima tutorial, how to melodic techno like Anima. I showed you the extra harmonic bass. Also, that works good. And yeah, that's for this part 2, that's for the bass. I told you before, you can have all of these stems and presets, the bass, the leads, the kick, the rhythm, the effects, everything. Just grab your copy, link is right here in the description. And make sure to watch the next tutorial, guys. Put this video a thumbs up, this is gonna help me a lot. Make a comment down below, subscribe to the channel. And see you next time, guys. Bye bye. That's it for part 2, guys. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Guys, if you want me to show you everything I know, let's have one-to-one session. Send me a message right here and we can talk soon.